Ange Postecoglou, he always wins things in his second season. He did it, bruv. Build him a gold statue now.
And Ange always wins in his second year. You. He always wins in his second year. He's only won in Scotland. He's only won in... Well, he's won in Europe now, hasn't he? So you can kiss my chocolate starfish.
I literally just watched, just before I went live, a video of Ange Postecoglou from the after party last night, and I'm nearly in tears. I urge you, Spurs fans, to dig that out. He does a speech on stage at the after party where he's talking to the families of the players, and he's saying, "This is the best family I've ever been a part of. I'm so proud to be manager of these players. We're an incredible family. I made a big theme of the season about family." And he is so inspiring. And yeah, like I said, like I'm welling up having just watched it.
I'm 100% grateful, 100% like in celebration mode. And certainly there's enough time in the coming days and weeks to sort of turn the attention back to what's next, which is obviously the question that we want to look for with regards to Ange. But I do think it, maybe not the right time, but I'm just going to put it out there. We died on that hill of "it's who we are, mate." And his words, have meaning. They're powerful. He is a wordsmith. He's a poet, and he can find the words to kind of invoke some spirit like he did last night. But it's not who we are when we needed it, or when it was the biggest moment, right? We decided to kind of throw all that out the window and go back to a pragmatic approach of get the 1-goal lead and then hang on for dear life. And Man United were atrocious on the night.
Man like Ange Postecoglou, mate! I just correct myself. I don't usually win things in my second season. I always win things in my second season! Champions again! Champions again, sing it with me. Champions again, ole, ole.
Ange, you backed your chat. He said, I always win things. Listen, I want this guy gone. I want this guy gone immediately after we celebrate. But today, you deserve your moment in the sun. You're going down in the history books. And I don't want to hear this club legend BS. He's no club legend, but you are going down in the history books. This is a major. Spurs fans, this ain't no minor. This is a major. This is a major. This is not a drill.
Ange Postecoglou can do no wrong for me right now. And listen, I've been one of his harshest critics, talking all season about how we can see the same goal in every game, about how I feel like his training methods must be at least partly to blame for all the injuries, but he has won us that trophy. His messaging, his man management, second to none. I also said something earlier this season that I got laughed at about. I watched the Alex Ferguson documentary on iPlayer, and it talked a lot about how close he was to getting the sack from Manchester United before he won the FA Cup for them, I think in 1990. And I said at the time, I said, Postecoglou could be the same thing. And I'm telling you, if he can mix that pragmatism from the last 3 European ties with the attacking intent, we know we score lots of goals. We will not find a better man manager than Ange Postecoglou. I urge you to watch that video on social media that I've just watched. He is so inspiring.
Ange Postecoglou.
Cold quote, man.
I need to get that video uploaded. I'm not a clown, mate. You stupid bitch, Dan Kilpatrick. That's the only one.
He dunked on his ass. Like, yeah, he dunked on his ass. Yeah, he dunked on his ass. I can't lie. He dunked on his ass.
Ooh, rim hanger. MJ free throw line jumper dunked, bro. Posterized like Anthony Edwards, and you're his baby mama. If you don't catch the reference, Anthony Edwards, he's the disgusting dunker in the NBA, and he also abandons his baby mothers financially and otherwise. Famously.
It seems like the notion and the PR around Ange is it's okay to do that, but when we had Jose and Conte, it was very, the foot was crap, the foot was crap. It's just because now he's got evidence for a trophy, no one really cares, do they?
Oh, and that's the point I'm making. Is not really around what's the correct philosophical argument or the style of football. It's just, why was it? It's who we are, mate. I'm never going to change. Why was that the notion, the narrative, and the kind of get on board it or don't, whatever? But I'm never going to back away from my morals until, crunch time, And in the semi-finals against Bodo, against Frankfurt, and against Manchester United, all of that went out the window, and he played a much more engaging version of football that got the job done. So if he did it for those 3 crunch games, why didn't he do it more often in the season? And if he had it done, we could have had an even more successful season.
Ange Postecoglou, he always wins things in his second season. He did it, bruv. Build him a gold statue now. I'll pay for it, blood. I'll pay for the statue for Ange. Build it for him. Don't know about staying, but build it for him. Let me tell you this. I'm over the moon like an astronaut, bruv.